the late USOC president and four-time Olympic rower, the Jack Kelly Fair Play Award recognizes an outstanding act of fair play and sportsmanship.
It's certainly appropriate that the Fair Play Award is named for Jack Kelly. Jack was someone in the Olympic movement and sport truly made a difference, whether he was the president of the AAU in 1970 or an Olympic athlete in 4 Olympic Games as a rower, ultimately being a medalist. You know, Jack always looked out for the athletes, and I know in his commitment to the United States Olympic Committee as an officer, then as president in 1985, he truly made a difference. Along with his wife Sandy, they were always concerned about the athletes. Unfortunately, Jack died 3 weeks after becoming president of the United States Olympic Committee. But his tradition, his impact, live on through this award.
For me, winning the Jack Kelly Fair Play Award last year was ultimately what I would consider the pinnacle of my career. It defines who I was as an athlete and who I've become as a human being. And this award was presented to me. It was kind of this culmination of all these things I've worked for in my entire career. Fair play to me is almost synonymous with respect. And out there, like there's on the field, on the track, on the roads, there's an element of respect you have to give to your competitors and your fellow human beings. Participating in fair play and accepting the unwritten rules of fair play is valuing the ethics of sport. We have to come together and recognize that we have to look after each other while we compete against each other.
Jack Kelly Fair Play Award recipients are truly, truly special. At just 12 years old, Miles Gould and Trey McDonald displayed maturity well beyond their years. Competing in last year's Junior National Championship, these two boys, who were strangers at the time, advanced to face each other in the elimination quarterfinal round, so big stuff on the line. And the match would have been a tie, but Miles was actually disqualified after he inadvertently shot at the wrong target. But instead of walking away with a win, which is something that a few adults in here may have taken the opportunity to do, Trey instead appealed to the tournament officials and he chose to have a shoot-off to determine the winner. And Miles actually was the one who prevailed in that one arrow shoot-off, but he signaled the judge to grant the win back to Trey. Both boys came out winners and they exhibited true sportsmanship in what was a very important competition for them both. So please join me in welcoming Miles Gould and Trey McDonald, along with Mrs. Sandra Kelly, the wife of the late Jack Kelly.
Trey and Miles, it is my honor to present you with the Jack Kelly Fair Play Award. Jack would have been proud of you for displaying incredible sportsmanship, each at your own personal cost to help one another. You demonstrated incredible sportsmanship in the competition and learned important lessons about fair play. You are an example to youth and adult competitors by demonstrating gracious behavior before, during, and after competition. The fair play spirit that Jack Kelly embodied is exemplified in both of you, as he believed fair play developed quality of character in an athlete. Your futures are bright, and I know Jack would be extremely proud of your selfless acts of fair play. It is an honor to present you with the Jack Kelly Fair Play Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly, for this awesome award. Thanks to BP for sponsoring this award, and Miles Gould for being a great competitor and sharing this experience with me. I would also like to thank Callie Greaser for nominating me, the U.S. Olympic Committee for recognizing my sportsmanship, USA Archery, and my family for all their support. I love shooting archery tournaments with my friends and meeting new friends from all over the country. Thanks to all my sponsors, Shoot Archery, Black Eagle Arrows, Pure Perfection Shoots, for letting me represent their awesome products. I hope someday to represent the USA with my compound bow in the Olympics. Thank you.
First, I'd like to thank Mrs. Sandra Kelly, the United States Olympic Committee, BP, USA Archery, and my mom and dad and family for their support of me always. But especially, I'd like to thank Trey McDonald for his acts of kindness and sportsmanship demonstrated to me on the field at the 2014 Easton Joint Nationals. Thank you again, Trey. Later, when I conceded the win back to him, there was no question in my mind it was the right thing to do. I first picked up compound archery while on vacation with my parents. Afterwards, I bugged them non-stop for my first bow until they finally caved in. From there, I immediately joined a range and went into competition. I've grown so much in the sport in just a few short years. I've made great friends and have even become a part of the USA Archery Compound Junior Dream Team. But what I love most about the sport is that I can continue to grow and participate in it for my lifetime. I am extremely honored to join Trey McDonald as the first ever archers to be recipients and representatives of the Jack Kelly Fair Play Award. Thank you all again.
I was very thankful.
And then it ended up where you gave him the win. So why did you decide to do that and say, you know what, you deserve it?
I felt like it would have been unfair for him to have lost that way because he was the one who gave me my points back. So.
And where do you think that comes from in your life, knowing what the right thing is to do and having that sportsmanship quality? Is it your parents, a coach, an athlete you've looked up to?
I think my coach and my parents were a big part of it. My coach is always talking about being fair at tournaments and